thing, snatched my pants and I just. Welcome y'all to the rundown, y'all. What's going on? This your boy JB. It's my homie, brother, and over here, El Presidente Rag. What it do, my guy?
Man, what's going on, brother?
Man, I feel way more awake than, the last time we had Mike over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
I was editing, right? And I'm like, dang, I'm so dry. I'm just like, cause I was tired. It was like about midnight was recording or something like that around there.
Yeah,
close to
it was after.
It was
like 11:30.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I wasn't on it, but Rad came through, you know what I'm saying, with the energy as he always does. So y'all go ahead and like this video right now. Go ahead and like and share and subscribe. Anytime that you look at us, please like the video. You may not think that you're helping, that you're not doing anything, but like the video. I don't care if you're just looking at it for 2, 5, 20, 30 seconds. Just like the video, okay? Do us a solid on that.
And if it's something you like, share the video. If we speak to you in some type of way, share that.
Right.
Share it with your friends.
We'll be seeing people be stopping me sometimes. Hey, man, I see the pod, see the Facebook thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool, but let us know that you actually seeing it and sharing it. And because I hear nothing but encouraging stuff and whatever. It's like, so, do us a solid on that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't, you know what I'm saying? Talk about it, be about it. You feel me?
Message.
Shout out to all our new subscribers as well, man. Because I know every time I look at something, because you can never feel like you've arrived. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I always go back. I don't just post the stuff, as you send it to me when you finish it. I go back and I listen. I critique myself, like what could I do better or say better or how could I be? Because I know you're one, you're always like envisioning on what you want it to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I'm always listening like, oh, shoot, I said this wrong. Or I could have, enunciated better. I could have pronounced my words
like my uncle
better.
My Uncle Wayne. He got on me a few weeks. I give a shout out to my Uncle Wayne out there in LA. You know what I'm saying? He checks us out. He was like, I really like y'all show, but you say you know what I'm saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, okay, I got you. So, for you, I'm gonna try to, calm down on you know what I'm saying. But like I told you, it's kind of
we need like
kind
of
hard.
Some people
a
got
bit.
like a swear jar. We need like a you know what I'm saying
jar or something like that. So we may do that in saying for my uncle now.
And every time you say you know what I'm saying, like you got to eat some like black licorice.
Oh no, that's
black jelly bean. Because I don't know why those like that's the worst flavor ever.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? I just do not like licorice, but no, man. I just want to say, man, shout out to the new subscribers because every time I go back and watch and listen, I see like, oh dang, we got, you know what I'm saying, man, we done added, and so some people would look at it and be like, oh man, y'all ain't talking about nothing, but considering we don't have an established name, we were not celebrities before we started doing this. You know what I'm saying? This was birthed organically from two dudes who would always see a 2 to 3 5-minute conversation turn into an hour and 45-minute 2-hour conversation. And we had some good stuff. And it was like, man, we need to be, people need to hear what we saying.
Right.
Or people would walk up and just listen to what we were saying.
Get in on the conversation.
Yeah. And it was like, man, we need to be putting this out. And so, considering we started with 0, and on the grand scheme of things, we're not the Pivot Podcast. Shout out to them because we love y'all. I'm not saying we're trying to emulate y'all, but we like the way they operate and do their things. Vlad TV, Club Shay Shay,
$1 million worth of game.
Definitely $1 million worth of game. The Joe Budden Podcast, Drink Champs. Yeah. Like I'm subscribed to all of them. Yeah. And a lot of times I just like the dope conversations they have with different people. What's the other guy? Bussin' with the Boys. Like I recently subscribed to them.
Yeah. The offensive lineman for the Titans. Another dude. Yeah.
I don't know if you checked out Pat McAfee. You know what I'm saying? But like Pat McAfee is dope. Like him and AJ Hawk. Like man, they go.
He got a big deal with Spotify. Thing.
Right. And now he was so good with that. Like now he got on the WWE and he's one of the commentators, you know, during the WWE matches, but it came from like, he's such an amazing personality.
Yeah.
You know, and then he loves sports and he loves wrestling. And so it just fits, but it's just like, it opened up so many doors.
Yeah.
And so, man, we watch, listen, I Am Athlete, you know, like, I mean, we just watch and listen because,
man.
Yeah, you know, we try to see, but those guys already had a name.
Right.
You know, like Lord Jamar stopped doing Vlad TV and he put out the Godcast with him and Godfrey. But they immediately jumped in with like 100K because people already knew him
Who they are. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so we started from the bottom. We started from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we've told this story before. Like, you had the iPhone up. We had the lights, the wrong lights. Because it was not what was advertised. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went back and looked.
Getting like the big jumps like we got over here.
Right.
Just end up being like 3 inches.
Yeah. And you're like, no, and I showed you, like, that's what, but that ain't what the picture said. And so we started with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't know nothing about editing.
No.
But now, I ain't gonna say you're like the greatest, but people be like, man, who editing y'all? Man, y'all thumbnails be amazing.
I get it done.
You know, dude, man, shout out to y'all, man, all our new subscribers.
For sure. It's all about them small wins. And, you know, people look at, actually, I turned this, the ThePrezEx TV into, that was my YouTube page, you know what I'm saying, into ours. So if you're looking at all the views and stuff we had, is literally from the last year and a half plus. Even though I think, because you look on it, it says, you know, I was been a member since 2011. But that's just me personally. I ain't had no videos or nothing on there. So all the stuff is on there. It's the stuff we did over the last almost 2 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So small, you know what I'm saying? Small wins, man. And so we
my boy Stefan told me to tell you congratulations, man, just on everything we doing and everything we got going.
Stefan, appreciate you,
fellow Cowboys fan, man.
Hey, my guy. You welcome in here. If you've seen the room, the ambiance, I think you would like it. I think you'll feel right at home with some yak or whatever beverage of your, you know what I'm saying, that you choose.
Yeah, so, he told me to tell you, he said you got to have him on here one day. He said he got some good conversation for you.
We can do that. We can do that. I think because and also shout out to Unapologetically Memphis.
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
They you know, put us on their page, shouted us out. And we got some more followers and other stuff, I'm pretty sure, kind of because of them. So shout out to them, and shout out to Mike Scott too, man. You know what I'm saying, my guy. So I want to go ahead and get into this rundown, bro. First thing I want to talk about here is something that happened, I think, recently and like a few weeks ago, because it's kind of been in and out the courts and Supreme Court and stuff like that. The overturning of the Roe versus Wade. Yeah. Now, for me, I've had some a couple of deep conversations with my wife on this, just about, because abortion, because Roe versus Wade was basically allowing abortions, making it legal, basically making it profitable and all this stuff. So overturning it, you know, just for me in general, you know, I think it could be a good thing. But then I think you get the backlash. Well, you know, usually the backlash is usually like the 1 or 2% of the stuff that actually, like, not saying it don't happen, but it's like, it's very low on the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? To where, oh, what if so-and-so get raped? They're at the party, somebody rape them, and, you know, she telling you she can't get an abortion? Or I'm like, how often does that happen? You know what I'm saying? For it to be out there. So, what you think about that, Rad?
Man, look, first of all, you know, after you kill a bunch of people, you gotta, you know, replenish the population. But I ain't gonna speak on that, though. I digress.
We both know.
Message? No.
Yes.
But I think this is one of those situations where both things can be true, and this is what I mean. Like, I think y'all know from my perspective, and I'm not gonna speak for JB, but I think I can in this case. Like, we don't believe in abortion. However.
Right.
And that's true. That's a fact. However, but with that being said, and this is me, and I will only speak for myself on this. I don't believe that it's my right as a man to tell a woman what to do with her body. Yeah. So now I can disagree with you, but still say at the same time, it's not my right to tell you what to do with your body. Because at the end of the day, that's something that you're going to have to live with. That's something that you're going to have to be at peace with. That's something that you're going to have to be comfortable with, because for some women, and I've heard the psychological part of like it doesn't hit you immediately, but it's later. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the way it used to be, whereas sometimes when women would do that, they wouldn't be able to have children anymore. It's not like that so much now, but it's still been some cases where, you know, a chick got pregnant. Okay, I ain't ready. And when they were ready, like you weren't able to have them no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something to consider. But at the same time, I don't have a uterus. I cannot breastfeed. I don't have a cycle. Right. I don't bleed once a month. I don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to that. Right. But at the same time, you know, having experienced the anxiety, the wanting to have, you know, a child and having experienced on the back end getting a phone call to say, hey, I went ahead and did that. You know what I'm saying? And so like all of that excitement that you felt in that preparation, and you're ready and you're gearing up, and it's like, okay, I'm finna go on and get this other job so I can, you know, do what I got to do. And so I can't speak for every dude. You know, like I know that hurt me though.
So when that happened to you,
know what I'm saying?
When that happened to you, like, do you still think about that now?
Yeah.
As far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like, given it's been years and stuff later, like you think like, well, dang, I would have had a. Yeah.
I mean, and I got a daughter that looks just like me. You know what I'm saying? Still.
Literally.
You know, and I got one that ain't biologically mine, but she claimed me like, like I'm hers.
Right.
And still, I still think about the ones that are not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and again, that's just me though. Right. You know, I can't speak for some guys be like, woo, dodge the bullet. I mean, and in some instances, depending on the woman you're dealing with, that might be a good thing.
Right.
But for me though, you know, like from that aspect, but it's a tearing thing, because like I said, I think that both things are true. On the one hand, like I said, I believe that once life starts, that everybody should have a shot at life. But at the same time, like I said, I can't tell a woman what to do with her body. And sometimes it is circumstances where somebody, and I think like to your point, these are more exceptional situations where somebody like, you know, you're going to die if you give birth to this child, or they tell you the child is going to have all these birth defects, you know, or it's an incestuous situation. Like those things really do happen.
Right.
But I honestly think that most of these conservative.
Right.
And so when you say conservative, you know, we know what that looks like. But at the same time, when Margaret Sanger, who came up with Planned Parenthood, has said that it was not for them, it was for us to control our population.
Right.
And the trip thing is that most of the people, and I want us to look, I'm gonna come back with a statistic, but I can guarantee you that most of the people that are doing it, because you have to have money to do it.
Yep.
It costs. Most of the people that are doing it don't look like us.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, they can get into a whole nother rabbit hole with the whole Margaret Sanger thing. And so that's been my whole thing. You know, my wife Rachel, she used to work at Life Choices.
Right.
You know, she used to.
You talking about the one?
Do we have the one?
Oh, the one around the corner,
right across the street. So you know, she used to go over there and stuff all the time, and so heard a lot of stories, and you know that they used to, you know what they do? They actually go in, try to basically kind of talk them out of,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Women coming in there, you know, pretty much wanting to get an abortion, but then, you know, you give them other alternatives, or have you thought about this? And, you know, well, you know, if you do this, like you saying, maybe down the line, you may start regretting this and actually spending some money to actually go get some help. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you think you may be, you know, trying to shortchange and save now, you may be paying, you know, on the back end trying to get some help or whatnot. But it's crazy that, like I said, this is factual information and stuff about Margaret Sanger. Even they got some old stuff on YouTube where she was on 60 Minutes, I think, with Michael Wallace, and saying verbatim exactly what you saying. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's still just like pretty much all the Planned Parenthood stuff, where they be at. You know what I'm saying? They don't be in the burbs. You know what I'm saying? They not out there in Seville, Collierville. You know what I'm saying? They're not out there in Arlington or Bartlett. You know what I'm saying? In them places, you know what I'm saying? They're always Raleigh or, you know what I'm saying, some other mostly urban, you know, neighborhood. And, you know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence, people. Like, and we know that. So I pretty much believe the same thing as Rag on that, man. I think overturning it in general, like you said, if you ask me a general question, I say I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But then also you can be some caveats in there to be like, you know, I get it. Like I can't tell, oh, well, I'm the dude, I'm gonna tell you what to do with your body. Like I can't necessarily tell you that, but I can tell you how I feel. Right. You know what I'm saying? I believe I have a right, if that's my child, to have a say so in it. You may not like what I had to say, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on record and being like that. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, that would be interesting, because I heard, I'm not sure, but that if overturning Roe versus Wade can have some type of impact on the foster system, or something. And you know,
foster system, adoption system, like all of that.
So that would be interesting on that.
And you remember, dude, back in the day, like them baby boomers, which was 50, I would say our grandparents' 50. Generation. Like back then, people was having 7, 8, 9, 10 kids.
Easy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, like a lot of us, we still having, you know, at least 3 or more. You know. Right. But a lot of them are not, though. Yeah. And so now it's like, you know, y'all hold a power dynamic, an economic power dynamic, but eventually, because people are not having kids, as many kids anymore, just across the board, but especially, you know, our Caucasian counterparts are not having as many children. Right. You know, and they're the ones who are more financially accessible to go get an abortion. It's easier for them. Like they look at it more, if you're not married, they look at it more shamefully, right? You know, than our community. And especially if they mess around and they've been, you know, messing off in the gumbo. You know, they've been getting a little spicy, you know, because a lot of that old money they do not want. You know, what Paul Mooney say, if you shake everybody family tree hard enough, a nigga will fall out of it. Like, they do not want that to happen. Yeah. You know, and some people, like our homeboy I was talking about today, shout out to my guy, Todd King. But when you find love outside of your race, like, you can be outcasted. Right. You know, and like, that was one of the things we were rapping about on the phone today. Like, you know, people don't understand from his perspective as a white guy who has a black family. Like, you know, you can be ostracized from a lot of people. And so they don't want that abortion, because it's like, we need more people that look like us to keep, you know, us going.
And so, most people that I've heard that have been in your situation, that has been in a situation to where either they had, you know, an abortion, or there's other did it and without, you know, them knowing, like it's been, you know, I think Lecrae said something about it in his book. And so a few albums ago, you know what I'm saying, he had abortion way back in the day. He had a whole song about it and stuff, and how, you know what I'm saying, how he dealt with that trauma, or some are still dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing. Let's get into next. This next one here, man, is it's interesting. Actually, it's a few weeks old, but I just had it in it. I was just like, bro, like DJ Envy and his wife, you know, I think they came out with a book or whatnot. I have my own feelings about Envy, because you heard what he kind of got into talking about Kevin Samuels a little bit. He was, you know, kind of, you know, like, I don't,
not my guy.
Yeah, I ain't that ain't cool with that, bro. Like, him and his wife, they got a book out or whatnot, and in that book, his wife was revealing that, you know, she fakes her orgasms. You cannot be serious. And only reason I want to bring this up was because, you know, I think we're such a society now where we're trying to be, you know, just try to clout chase, you know, to a degree to where, and then I heard them talking about this. Well, you know, I just want to put it out there, you know, because I want other people to, you know, other women to have faked their orgasm, to feel free or be open to, you know, say it, because, you know, everybody I'm like, dog, like, this ain't one of those things. Like, we don't care if your wife was faking her orgasm on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do we need to know this?
Too much information.
Like, what life lesson are we going to learn that your wife fake her orgasm? Just like,
so she said that, like, he didn't say that, she said that?
She said that.
I think Envy finna start slapping niggas like Will Smith.
I can see that. I can see that happening soon.
I mean, like,
it's like, why do we need to know this, bro?
Have you ever had a woman fake an orgasm on you?
Not to my knowledge, but I'm sure it may have happened. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I got mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be like, oh well, no, I can't say somebody ever faked it on me. So I can't. But again, if that information is out there, it's like, okay, what good does this information do? It's like, okay, it's a bunch of women out here that fake orgasms. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now you're taking up, or you're speaking up for all the fake orgasms in the world. So it's like, what does that information going to do?
Well, I mean, I was a hoe.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of hoes.
Cause you was the king of the side niggas, right?
King of the side niggas. Okay. Like with the crown tilted to the side. You know, like Biggie on the album, like, but no, like,
I played the side nigga a time or two. So that wasn't my MO though.
I can't say, I'm not gonna sit up and say what my number is, but I will say this. I will say this. I will say this. Every single woman that I've ever been with has not had an orgasm, but the ones that have not faked it.
Right.
And so I got a reputation to maintain. So I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. Yeah. It's like starting a fire, or what's the pilot? You know what I'm saying? Your dad ever show you how to light the pilot? You know, the old pilots,
right?
And I know how to light the pilot,
right? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So then once that happens, like they get theirs like back to back,
right?
So all I need you to do is get that first one, and then you're gonna get 2 or 3. So you know, I know I learned what to do at an early age.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying? Now, like, to your point, depending on the time, and this is to your point, it was some times where it's like, okay, this is about to go down. I ain't got time to light the pilot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to jump in and go for what you know and hope for the best.
Yep.
You know, hopefully you catch up. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I got time,
yeah.
If you know, I done drove over to your spot, or you done came over to me or whatever, if you make that long drive, you gonna get your money's worth. If I had to make a long drive, you gonna get your money, because I did not. It take me longer to take a shower and get dressed and drive wherever I'm going. And you remember, like, when I stayed in Millington, so like it was a drive everywhere.
Yeah.
That down the street took 30 minutes. So
literally,
like, if I got to do all that, I'm not taking 45 minutes to get dressed and drive over to your house for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because when I leave, I'm not coming back. Like, I'm not coming right back. So it may be 4 or 5 days before you see me again. So I'm going to make it worth your time and worth your while and worth my time and worth my while. So if you never speak to me again, you can say I think I'm right. You can say I think I know everything. You can say I'm an a-hole. You can say I'm a jerk. I got a smart. All of that, cool. You ain't got the most money. You broke. Okay, cool, whatever. But you will not say that I did not deliver.
Did not deliver.
Because what's my occupation?
He the mailman.
Delivered, man.
He the mailman.
So no mail gotta go.
And given with the whole orgasm thing, man, like, truth be told, is, you know, a dude has to probably put in more work, because a dude can't fake being hard.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? A woman can fake, you know, you can just come up to it, you know what I'm saying? So she can fake like she likes it or doing something like that.
And she don't even have, with all the gels and stuff, she don't even have to be wet. Like, you can put some KY on, like, you ain't gotta.
Exactly. So it's, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more work on our part.
So you lick your fingers one time.
Look, actually, the last episode of $1 Million Worth of Game, man, Gilly was so funny. This dude putting spit sound, talking about he's eating the girl booty out. He's spitting on, you know, he talking about he's eating the butt, like you know what I'm saying? So,
man, who was there? Kevin Gates turned a lot of people out, man.
Who?
Kevin Gates,
the rapper.
Yeah, because he the one made the like eating ass famous. Like, and and that's one of those other things. I respectfully disagree with it.
Yeah.
If that's what you do, fine. Like I've already said, if that's what you do, let me know when you come over my house. You got your own cups,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I don't like. I used to love me a good red Dixie cup. I don't keep them in my house though, because they'll pile up and you just have them. You know what I'm saying? Then, like, if I got them, then I'm not gonna use my glasses. You see this? This is a nice glass. This is like a goblet.
He got
when you come over, I got some new glasses too. So when you come back again, like I got some new glasses.
You got some new glasses?
I got some new glasses.
He got the glow ice cube.
Yeah, and it got my initials on it. It got the RR on it.
Ain't got the initials on there.
Yeah, it got the RR on it.
Rag. Look at Rag, man. He doing all this. So this next one here, man. This
but we don't eat booty though, but go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. That's a no-no. That's a no-no.
I respectfully disagree.
As the great Project Pat says, that's a no-no. Mm-hmm. Next one here, man. The feds is watching, y'all. Young Thug and Gunna got arrested on racketeer charges. And I saw this. This was maybe a few weeks ago. I saw $1 Million Worth of Game. They put out an episode they did a year and a half ago with Young Thug. And it was captioned "Praying for Young Thug." And I was like, what's that for? So basically they were talking about the whole thing. Well, not even that, because this was like a year ago. But it's crazy that Wallow talking to Young Thug about how not to be in these streets and how getting caught up and how being in prison ain't what you want to do and all this stuff. So it was actually kind of ironic, that they were actually talking about that at that time, but they just, replayed it or reposted, I guess, on their page and said praying for Young Thug. But bro, like,
so for the people who have heard about it, like, what exactly are they being charged with?
They're being charged. Let me see here. I got here. According to an 88-page indictment, lyrics from rappers' popular songs. He has a lot. They name like 3 or 4 of his popular songs. He's basically getting charged for running a gang affiliate organization and being charged for killing people as way back since 2012.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? And so, but the crazy thing about it, bro, when I really looked in some of this stuff, is that the feds literally been watching their social media. Like, this is for years, because all the stuff and the evidence that they have is, okay, so and so posted this, and this dude, we know he killed him, but then he ended up still putting up the slime gang sign that's, affiliated with his label or with his stuff like that. So you talking about social media messages, pictures, DMs, you know what I'm saying? They putting up, actually one of them was a video that they took at the jail when they was visiting one of their buddies. And he was talking to Cole on, yeah, we're going to get old buddy. Da, da, da. He said, don't worry about it or whatever. And then put the little slime gang sign up. Like, it looks bad, bro. That's all I can say. It looks horrible for Young Thug. And I guess because, with the affiliation, Gunna, that's his dude, you know what I'm saying? He probably, he's not looking too good as well. So, and on top of all that, they're looking at, because it's a RICO charge. We know what RICO is. That's like, kind of like, this from my understanding, like kingpin type of stuff. And so now, because of that, they can legally use his lyrics against him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and I hate that
and he has a lot of lyrics that can go against him.
I hate that people did not learn from like people like
Mac.
C-Murder, Mac. They both was with No Limit. And for those of y'all that don't know RICO, because people thinking like it's a dude, like you seen the meme. They instituted it for the mafia back in the day, but it stands for Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. Mm-hmm. And so to what you were saying, it basically charges you like you're almost like the CEO of a criminal organization. Right. You get charged with being like the boss, and so
the
little
master.
Crimes, right? Little crimes that other people do will get thrown up under you because it's like you're the head or you're the one who gave the order. And so it is. The 4 elements include conduct of an enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. I say activity.
Activity.
Right.
Ebonics.
Right. So basically they're being charged with running a criminal organization and giving out orders of the criminal nature, like you said, murder,
and what's crazy is, I don't know if I got it up now, but one of the lyrics that they're using against him, he actually said in a song, I ain't killed nobody, but I done had some dudes do it for me. Like, he literally said this in a lyric in a song. And we probably didn't catch it because you know how to beat the 808 drop, and you know what I'm saying? But these things he said in his lyrics, and so it's like I said, bro, it looks horrible for him. And you know what I'm saying? We
talked about this in the first season. Like, I can't think of what the rapper's name was and he detailed the crime in one of his songs. Like, it was almost like verbatim what happened.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know why people have not learned that, like, it's okay if you're gonna rap, it's okay to be a rapper.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a gangster, it's okay to do that. Well, it's not. I mean, all I'm saying is do that, but don't.
Yeah.
And we grew up in an era like, man, I did not take a lot of pictures in my childhood.
I was the opposite, but
you know what I'm saying. But I mean, like, when we were doing stuff, like, because we was too busy doing it. Like, we were too busy playing ball to be like, hey y'all, we at the park back in the Raleigh Community Center.
Right.
Hey y'all, let's pose while we hooping. You know, no, like, we too busy playing.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like, it's probably people who, like, your dad probably took pictures of you playing tennis, but you wasn't like, hey dad, catch me serving. You were too busy playing.
Actually, I was against it. Actually, you know, I was like, I thought it was like totally weird. But like now, I'm like, dang, I'm
glad you got the memory.
Exactly.
But we were too busy living, and like now, it's like, and I see it all the time. I go out, I'm not studying my phone. If I go out, I'm trying to have fun. You know, and I see people, all they do is on their phone and everything like that. And like, every time these dudes do something, y'all,
they post
taking pictures, you throwing your, like, you're giving them the blueprint. If you ever do something or you get accused of something, you've just indicted yourself.
They literally been watching this dude for the last 5-6+ years. And so, and I also want to bring up with this too, before I forget, I saw T.I. posted something actually after they got arrested, which I thought was kind of, you know what I'm saying? He was like, which was maybe kind of a valid point. He was like, you know, when y'all gonna arrest the KKK for RICO charges? You know what I'm saying? Like, for this, like, to me, I thought it was just bad timing, because I'm like, but you know what I'm saying? I get that, but bruh been, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of evidence against him. You know what I'm saying? But that's his boy though. Young Thug is T.I.'s boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got a few songs and stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And they actually hang out. So
I mean, I don't think the KKK need to be, that's the wrong charge. They need to be arrested for domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Like, not RICO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's domestic terrorism. So treat them the same way. Same way y'all went after Bin Laden and Saddam and all the people. Treat them the same way.
Right. But we know the underground of that. A lot of the KKK were actually police officers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
firemen, politicians.
Right. So it's, yeah, so that's a whole nother deal, man. This next thing up here, man. Now, this is my homie, my bro over here, Rag. And so I want to give a shout out to his younger brother here, Bird, with
Birdie
Jonathan Ragland here. We've been having a few conversations on social media and stuff, and you know, I got on him a little bit, and I told him I was going to talk about him. I guess he don't know what episode or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. This is for you though, my guy. So you can share this. You know what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to share, but you actually can share this as I'm giving you a kind of shout out with this. But you know, I always root for your home team. I think Rag actually said it on the Mike Scott episode with this. Right. You know what I'm saying. We have a home team, Memphis Grizzlies. Shout out to the Grizzlies.
Man, shout out to the Grizz on a great season.
Great season that, you know, I don't think I think this team, because of Ja, is even more of a spitting image than the grit and grind teams. You know what I'm saying? Just because of Ja. Like, to me, I say Ja from South Memphis. He a South Memphis dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? And let me break this down too, because people are like, oh, no. Look, man, this is just me. I don't even know how you feel about this. For me, I'm around North Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So to me, a South Memphis dude is like, either he like you or he don't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no in between. It ain't gonna be, oh, we can get money with you. No, I don't. If I don't like you, I don't like you. Like, North Memphis is the same way, but we more business minded. We like, look, if we can make money together, okay, come on. You know what I'm saying? We can do this. You know what I'm saying? So, but Ja, he just like, he like who he like.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of like look at like Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Dolph is somebody that, like, if he messed with you, he mess with you.
Anybody, like,
if he did not, like, and it wasn't about, we can get money together now. Like, I don't fool with you. I'm straight. I get my own money. Like
black youngster.
That is the South Memphis mentality.
Infamous.
Nobody needs nobody.
Nobody needs nobody.
Like that's, fly, black, like
that is so South Memphis. So, but getting back to my point here, the home team is a spitting image of the city. And so, but then when Team Light Skin come in town, as Bird says, you know what I'm saying? He Team Light Skin. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Steph, Clay, and Poole and stuff. And so, how can you? This and it was
when we was kids, he used to think he was white, so I'm not surprised.
Man,
like he gonna always root for the light skin.
Come on, bro.
No, he actually said that once.
Really?
Yeah, like he actually said that once. I mean, he was a kid, but like he actually said that. Like he said, "Yeah, y'all just mad because all of y'all are niggas and I'm white." Like he actually said that. Like that literally came out of his mouth.
John.
Man, and I had punched the shit out of him, and the only reason I didn't get in trouble because like all my folks was going, I couldn't.
Right.
He was the baby. I couldn't hit the baby.
Right.
But like when I said what he said, then it was like,
what?
So that's the one time.
Right.
That's the one time where I punched shit out of him, and I did not get any reciprocity because normally, it'd have been over with. Yeah. I was finna have a meeting.
See, and that's crazy. So, but. Actually, I made a post about this last week or something. It got a whole lot of people riled up when I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, rooting for the home team. Not even saying you got to be a Grizzlies fan, right? I'm just saying, like, we both are Memphis, so we want what's best for Memphis. Yeah. Whatever that is, right? So Memphis winning and going all the way to the finals is not only good for the Grizzlies, but it's good for us. It's good for the social,
makes the city,
economic.
There's a lot of money going to be made.
You know what I'm saying? And you could be a part. You know what I'm saying? You could work that in your favor. Now, if you don't know how to work that into your favor, that's on us. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? But whatever the home team is on, I'm like, at least respect that. But to me, you had people from and born and raised in the city that were going for Golden State. And most of them ain't been Golden State fans before 2015.
And when they start back losing, they will not be Golden State fans.
Message. And most of Golden State fans were from 2015. And they always talk about, I don't want to bandwagon. Well, you bandwagon Golden State. Like, I don't know too many people that were Golden State fans in 2013.
No,
2014.
I don't know any when they beat Dallas in was 07.
Yeah.
Like they don't remember that Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson used to play for Golden State. Most people remember Matt Barnes from doing the ball fake at Kobe, when he played for Orlando. Yeah. Most people don't even know that Steven Jackson played for somebody other than the Spurs or Indiana when he got into the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know. They don't know he was in Golden State or Charlotte. Like they don't know that.
Right.
Most people don't even remember that Gilbert Arenas used to play for Golden State.
Yep.
Back when they had him and Larry Hughes and Antoine Jameson, like they don't know that.
Yeah, Monte.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That they don't know when matter of fact, Gilbert took Mookie Blaylock's spot. You remember him?
Mookie.
Like
I heard he got arrested recently or something that. Yeah.
But so to your point, it's a lot of bandwagon people. So just like with you, if Dallas wins the Super Bowl in the next 5 years, it's gonna be a lot of people on Dallas sack. You've been a Cowboys fan. Look at the freaking room.
Look at the room.
You see what hat I got on.
Yeah.
Like
through thick and thin.
Regardless, and we made the playoffs and won one game, but pretty much had got gentlemen swept out the playoffs. Right. But I am still a Bulls fan, have been a Bulls fan, will always be a Bulls fan. It was a lot of people jumped back on the bandwagon when we had D Rose.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Was real silent when we had Ben Gordon and you know what I'm saying? Yep. Ben Wallace and we were Eddie Curry and Tyson Chandler and we wasn't winning.
Yep.
I've been a Bulls fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And will be one.
Yep.
But I'm not, like I said about, like me having a child. I have some more kids. That's going to be, they probably going to be there with me. That's going to be the home team.
Right.
I'm never going to root against the home team, but I'm not getting rid of my other child I already had. You see what I'm saying? I'm still going to always look out. So that's me. Right. But I can always tell you whatever era. I can tell you who was on the Bulls team in the 90s, who was on there in the 2000s, the 2010s. When the 2020s, I've been rocking. You know what I'm saying? But like you said about the team light skin, that's all you know.
Come on, bro. And so, given this situation.
And can't name nobody else off the team aside from when you get past Curry and Clay and Draymond and
And that's the point. Let's say the Grizzlies were playing the Bulls in the playoffs, right? Now, we know you're a Bulls fan, but you not like gonna try to trash the Grizz. No. You know what I'm saying?
It's a win-win situation for me.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
I do want the Bulls to win, but I don't want the Grizzlies to play bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if the Grizzlies win, I'm not mad.
Right.
Because I am from Memphis.
It's good for the city.
I live in Memphis.
Right.
I didn't deliver to not just current players, like some of the ones who was a part of the grit and grind. And like some of them still live around. I've delivered to some of their places or some of their old places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Conley's old house. Like I deliver out there. You know what I'm saying? Mayor Harrington's old house. I deliver out there. So I'm always rocking for my city. Mm-hmm. You know, but at the same time, you know, like, and it's okay to like another team, but it's not, like you said, when you're bashing your home team, like that's,
you know what I'm saying? That's so to enough. But then actually I got into it because I was just like, but then these other dudes, they have some of these gospel rap albums or something, you know what I'm saying? You know, I said it. You know what I'm saying? And they want people to support them, the city, community, you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff, and then be mad when they don't. Oh, y'all fake, or y'all, you know, not doing this. But it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's, you know.
Look, that's when I know you hate the glass clicking. It's like, looks like I'm out of drink.
But let me move off of that.
We digressing out here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of parched.
Let me move off of that. I want to talk about
and
next.
We're gonna be doing some brand promoting.
Yeah.
But also, I'm gonna tag them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag them.
Tag them. Let's get Shannon Sharp.
Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. And I will drink his. Yeah, I will drink the.
You put it right down.
I will drink the Le Portier cognac on the air. Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay, mess with your boy. I will drink because I watch his stuff and he stayed with it. He started offering it to people now.
Yeah, I saw.
And like Warren Sapp and who he just had Earthquake on there. And Earthquake was like, "No, y'all can't have no." He's like, "Ooh, this is smooth."
Yeah, DC Young Fly.
Yeah,
what's up? Yeah.
So yeah, we will promote y'all's products.
We could do that.
What we got next, Jay?
Patrick Beverly has been on ESPN the last few days, and just in my view. For the most part now, I'm not going to say everything he said was, you know, not emotional, but for the most part, I thought he was speaking the gospel.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? When it came to CP3, because honestly, actually the night before any of all this came out, I actually put a post up and I was talking about CP3 that I think he's an all-time great point guard, but he's not top 5. You know, I don't put him in my top 5. And so, cause I'm like,
who is in your top 5?
My top 5, I got Magic. I got Isaiah. I put Steph Curry in there. He's a point guard. They put him as a point guard now. Although he is literally like a shooting guard. But I put him in, he's a point guard. He's a point guard. Who else I had in there? I had, honestly, a lot of people may put a little pushback on this because if you look back on it, he's always been labeled a point guard, Jerry West. Jerry West is a point guard. Okay. Then after that, my 5th one is kind of tough, but honestly, for me, I say J Kidd. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like right after that, I think CP is kind of right after that in that vein, just because of he ain't been getting it done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a stat here. He has lost 5 times being up 2-0 doing his whole career. That's 2 more than anybody else in NBA history. He's 0-7 the last 7 times in these type of series in game 7s. You know what I'm saying? And so either he don't show up, he's injured, or you know something else just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something goes down. And so to me, if you're a top 5 point guard of all time, and honestly, I could put 5. I could put John Stockton up in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he's honestly, like the all-time leader in steals and assists.
And assists right now. Yeah,
you know, so like defensively, often he wasn't a slouch scoring the ball either. Yeah. You know, he was between 15 and 19 points But then, like, you know, he was averaging like 11, 12 assists.
But he looked like a John Doe type of dude, so he don't get the respect I don't think he deserves. So honestly,
like, so for me, the only two changes I would make of your list, I would put, and it's hard to argue against Jerry West.
Yeah.
The only reason for me is because a lot of times he had
my bad. I'm tripping. My bad. I'm tripping. I meant to put Jerry in there, but my fifth one was Oscar. That's what I
was gonna say. That's like
Oscar. I was tripping.
I was gonna say like Oscar. That for me. The only change I would make, I would have a Big O.
Yeah.
In there. Yeah. And I would have John Stockton instead of J Kidd. I mean, no, I would have John Stockton and J Kidd instead of Jerry West, because to me, Jerry West was more like
a shooter.
He actually played 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like Oscar, Magic, Isaiah, John Stockton, and J Kidd.
Because the only reason I said that, because if you look at those teams in the Lakers when he was playing, when Wilt was on there, it was him and Gail Goodrich.
Right.
And
Gail Goodrich was the point guard.
Well, no, he was the 2. Gail Goodrich was the 2. And so, but they kind of interchanged.
Yeah, they did kind of like the way Norm Nixon and Magic did.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like it just depended on what the matchup was.
But that was that's my crown. I don't know why, but
GP would be outside of my top 5.
I didn't think about GP.
Right, the glove would be outside. Nash would be outside of my top 5.
Right.
CP3 probably would be somewhere in between 8 and 10.
He top 10. Top 10. Not Tiny Archibald too.
That's another one. That's another one.
A lot of folks ain't really.
That's another one
about him. Like Tiny was that dude, and low key, a lot of people like Kevin Johnson.
Oh yeah, Kevin was a monster.
Kevin, like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm not saying he top 5 or nothing like that. But he's in the conversation of being the top 10.
Monster, man.
You know what I'm saying. So, but Rag, I do want to ask you this before we shut down here soon. Like, with the game on the line. Like, okay, you got one shot to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like Eminem, you know, you got one shot. Who would you want? Steph Curry or Luka Doncic? To me, I think this is simple for me.
We talking regular season?
Let's say playoff. Let's say
because playoffs, like it's been historically proven, like game on the line, like Steph has not shown up in the playoffs.
Actually, check out the executive mindset I got.
Like
Steph not being clutch.
Going back to like even when they were winning, you know what I'm saying? When they were the champs, like he was not the one hitting the big shot
at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like turning the ball over or missing bad, like
especially not the last 3 minutes.
Right, exactly. So no, but again, that's not taking anything away from him.
He's great. He's great.
Phenomenal.
He's great. He's amazing.
You know,
he's amazing. He's amazing, but
so
it's Luka for me.
Like I only shoot as good as Steph Curry when it comes to like making babies. That's it. That's the only time my shot is as good as Steph Curry.
Me too.
But oh yeah, definitely you. You are like
I had to cut the water.
You are definitely the Steph Curry of making babies.
Shooting.
Oh yeah, no, you're the original Splash brother.
What's that? Look. I was talking to somebody. Maybe it was at church or something like that. Man, I'm like, I'm the Wendy's. I'm 4 for 4. You know, I had 4 kids, 4 years, bro. Like, no lie. 2015, 2019. Twins in 2019. So it's like, you know, I had to cut the water off. Because if not, I'd be on number 6 right now. Yeah. I'm sure.
Because you did cut the water off in 2019. Yeah, no, you be.
Oh, yeah.
So you be on number. Yeah, you be like on 6 or 7.
Yeah, as soon as the twins were born in September, I had the procedure in November. So
if you wouldn't have
because I wasn't gonna start practicing. So
right now,
no, we're not gonna start practicing.
Right.
So
and apparently, man, the max amount of eggs you can have, like, man, the Lord bless your wife with all of hers, because she ain't.
She's still fairly young. She's 8 years younger than me.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and she can give some of her eggs away.
That's what I'm
saying.
She got
eggs to spare.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, we would have had to start selling babies. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually pretty.
I know it's actually a thing. Well, surrogates. What's it called? Surrogate.
Yeah, that's
whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's pretty lucrative actually.
I heard.
I just wish I knew where like you could like sell sperm at, because I ain't gonna lie, I'd do it. I need multiple streams of income.
I'd be with it. I mean, well, I don't know if mine will actually be productive now, but,
right? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I would root you on.
But
you know
but no, I mean, like I think Luka is. I would take him game on the line.
Yeah, game online. Game online. Yeah. Me too. Let's get into these conference finals, man. These conference finals in the NBA actually going on right now. When I was just checking out the score here. When we're actually recording this, game one of the Western Conference. Golden State at the end of the third quarter, pretty much up 20 right now. So
what about the game the other night though?
You talking about Baby Jordan?
Hey man, look, did we not do? How many times have I said it?
You said it.
My boy MK sent me something today, and Jay Will said.
He did.
Jay Will was like, Jimmy Butler needs to be in the same breath as Michael Jordan.
He did.
Because he's doing something that only Michael Jordan has ever done. And MK was like, you called it. And then he even like linked the video that I had referenced when I said it. So shout out to the YouTuber Mike Korzimba who had put me on to the theory because I saw like a meme or something somebody made. But then like I'm tripping. I see his I'm like, right after I see the meme, he come out with a video, you know what I'm saying? And he actually made a couple of them, but he like breaks it down. So y'all know I've always maintained that I believe that Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's because I knew it's impossible. He had to have one son that could hoop.
Yeah.
Gary Payton got a couple of sons, but he got one that could hoop.
He got one.
Arvydas Sabonis got a lot of sons. He got one that could hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of them that got multiple sons got one of them that could hoop. Norm Nixon's son, he got a son that had played
right?
the one that's an actor, yeah, but the other one, he just started acting. But he was playing overseas.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's younger than the one that's playing as him on the Winning Time. As a matter of fact, he beat out his brother for the role. His brother was auditioning to play as Norm because he had just finished playing, but he beat him out because he's been acting longer.
Wow. Okay.
So,
yeah,
I mean, all the hoopers got at least one son that could hoop, and we was looking at Marcus and I can't remember what the other one's name is, but we was looking at them. And it's like, dang man, Jordan's sons, because people like Eric Gordon talk about, oh man, I cooked his son. Like it was a thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna eat his son, but you ain't taking Jimmy's lunch.
Right.
Jimmy was beating niggas in practice with the third stringers with a Rolex on.
Yeah. And he got that like old school mentality.
Man.
Too. Like he dogged. Like
was not scared of LeBron them when they played the Lakers in the finals a couple of years ago in the bubble.
And the most Jordan thing was, to me, even when you look at that era back in the 90s, he scored 41 points the other night with no threes. No threes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like he did when he did it on LeBron them.
That triple double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then man collapsed on the table just like his pops.
Right. Put his head down. But look, I'm with it. Like Jimmy, because he rubbed people the wrong way. Like,
and then look at the numbers he's always worn. It was like 22 in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was like 23 in Minnesota. It was like 22 in Philly, 22 in Miami. So it's like he
right.
Hey,
he in the family.
Man, y'all can say what you want.
He in the family.
His mama got 23 roses on the day that he was born. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all can look at it. Argue with your mama.
Oh, snap. Okay.
But who you think is gonna be in the finals though?
This is what I say. I say it's gonna be the Warriors and it's gonna be the Heat. Warriors and Heat, and I want it to be Dallas and Miami, because that would be the third time they've played each other in the finals. Dang, that's right.
Because Dirk took them there twice,
versus
a D Wade and then D Wade LeBron team,
right?
And then this time it would be
interesting. Like
it would be like Bird going versus Jordan.
Now the Boston and Miami series, I think, is a toss up, and honestly, the first game was without Marcus Smart and Al Horford, which is tough. Honestly,
and I don't think Al Horford's going to play in game 2 either, though,
because he's on the health and safety protocols,
right?
So yeah, he may not play the game 3 or 4, and then Marcus Smart, it just seems to me Jimmy Butler's on a mission. They're deep. They got Bam out of Bayou. If Kyle Lowry comes back, he didn't even play.
Right? Yeah, he didn't even play. Right?
Kyle Lowry. They still got that white boy Max Strudis or whatever his name is.
Tyler Hero. Duncan Robinson. Robinson ain't even been getting a whole lot of clock. He ain't been
getting a lot of clock either.
And he a gun.
Yeah. So it's...
Oh, and we cannot forget about my boy, I can't remember. He was on the pivot. They said his whole name is something Babatunde.
Victor
Oladipo.
Yeah,
and Shannon was like, man, how come you ain't go by Babatunde?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'd have been hollering out Babatunde. But like,
I forgot they got him. Yeah.
So because Larry's been hurt he got more clock. Now he's a bucket, but the biggest thing about Vic is he plays defense.
He does. Yeah.
He was an all NBA defender before he got hurt.
Yeah.
And he actually talked about his injury and stuff like that. But like a healthy Victor Oladipo defensively, because you already got Jimmy who a dog. But then now you can guard Brown and Tatum.
And they got PJ Tucker.
And then, like I said, then when Lowry come back, that's another dog on defense.
Right, yeah.
Bam is another dog on defense. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I think this might be Miami's year again. I think Jordan's son going to add another ring to the family. Project Pat going to add another ring
to the
ring. Pat Riley's son going to get another ring.
Right.
Because y'all know Eric supposed to Pat Riley's son.
Literally. Look at the hair. Look at the slick. The loyalty to him.
How he be standing on the sidelines folding his arms. I'm like, oh, Pat.
No, then you be seeing him doing the hair.
Man, you know I'm like, Pat, don't say you did it, Pat. Tell me you didn't do it, Pat.
You say, Jeezy, don't do it.
Because think about it. Like that man made Stan Van Gundy go sit on the bench and he came down from the executive box and started coaching.
Yeah.
But then when LeBron and them came and it was like, oh, we don't want Spoelstra. We want Pat. Pat was like, hey, my son ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
He got it. He didn't say my son, but that's the way I took it.
Right. Literally, that's how you look at him, because he the one that groomed him and protéged him. And, you know, this is my guy, because he was a video coordinator when he first started out in the league.
Started out as a video coordinator, then he moved up to something else, then like a scout,
then
like a special assistant, then like he went through the whole. So he basically did like what Fred Smith, founder of FedEx.
Yeah.
He made his sons do the same thing. They started out in the hub because he wanted them to know the whole organization works. So you don't have no excuse. So you know what the checker sorter is going through in the Northeast Input. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say you don't know. You know what the material handler going through, and you know the whole process.
See, that'd be dope. So who do you have going to the final?
Like I said, I like, for me, I think it's gonna be now. I want it to be Dallas and Miami, but I think, how you said, I think it's going to be Golden State in Miami. Now, Dallas may surprise me, and because they've been surprising the whole play, like just when you think, what Al Pacino saying, Godfather 3, just when I thought I was out, they keep pulling me back in. Like,
and you got to give a shout out to Jason Kidd on that, because he's been making some real good adjustments from game to game, especially in that Phoenix series. Like, they literally focus in on Chris Paul and like made him work on defense.
Right.
And so he didn't have the energy on offense to score and to facilitate.
Right, exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to J Kidd that's really been doing so. Obviously, it looked like they're about to lose his first game, but you know, I ain't gonna count Luka out. You know what I mean? Plus, I ain't gonna lie, doing that whole series with Golden State and the Grizz, you know what I'm saying, kind of cold shouldered me a little bit to Golden State. I always respected them and liked them, but just how, you know, that whole light skin thing.
You know, it wasn't never my team. Like, I just wanted to beat LeBron.
I always respected them, but then that whole flop that Steph did when Bane barely touched him on the back and they won game. That's the whole light skin thing for me. You know what I'm saying? But shout out. That's what I think, man. I think it's gonna be the Warriors and probably the Heat. And I think that'll be a great series. If it's the Heat and the Warriors, I'll be going for the Heat.
I mean, because even like when Toronto was going versus Golden State, like I wanted Toronto to win.
Right.
I ain't got no vested interest in the Raptors.
Right.
You know, I just mess with Kawhi Leonard and I like Kyle Lowry, like Fred VanVleet, like, you know. So. All
right, man, let's get into these quickies real quick, my guy. Ricky Rude.
Minute since we hit the Ricky Rude on them.
All right. These quickies here are brought to you by nobody. But
or is it?
Yeah.
We will promote y'all's products.
Let's do this.
I'm saying we waiting on y'all.
In Tennessee, this was a few weeks ago, Tennessee drunk drivers that actually kill somebody that has a child or, you know, I guess in their household or something like that will be held accountable for child support if that happens. If a drunk driver kills somebody, and let's say somebody that they killed in the car accident has a child or a family or something like that, the drunk driver is going to be held accountable and have to pay child support.
So what say you? Are you going to smash it or you going to pass it?
I'll smash it because, like I said before, I was looking like drunk drivers. If you kill somebody, you got to be going at a crazy rate. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about 60 and a 40 type of deal. You talking about probably 90, 100 and a 40. And so it's just, but it's like, it's tough, but it's like, hey, don't, like you said, don't drive drunk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
I said that off camera. We were talking about it.
Because let's say the kid is, somebody died in an accident, but the kid is like 7. Mm-hmm. So you got literally 10 plus years.
Right. Or you're looking at like a situation like you. Like all of your kids are under 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's 4 of them. And you're the primary financial provider in your household.
Right.
So that is a big burden if you're not there. So you already know I'm smashing.
Right.
If you do commit a homicide or vehicular homicide because you're intoxicated or you're impaired, I do feel like you should bear some financial responsibility because you've taken away. And I don't even say, like in your situation, you're married, but I feel like if that person has kids, period, because still that money is not going to replace the dad being there, spending time with them, playing catch, taking the prom, whatever the things that fathers do, those father-daughter, father-son conversations, those are gone. So you should bear some responsibility other than just you going to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like more than anything, you know, forget going to jail. Like your community service needs to be servicing that community or the family that you just took.
Right. I'm with it. I mean, honestly, because it's just one of those things. Just like, to me, this would be a game changer. Like
they need to be working and garnishing their check to where it's going to them, and then they can go to jail on the weekend.
Man, but I'm with it, man, because you know, although I did get caught with a DUI drunk, but I was nowhere near an accident or anything like that. But if I was, you know, that would be. That's literally how I got caught. That's literally why I went to jail, because the judge laid the law down on me because he was like, what if you could have.
What did you learn from that?
Right. Man, I learned that, you know, at that point in time, Uber wasn't the option. Uber or anything like that wasn't the option. But I had my homies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We could have did it better. We could have had, you know, a couple of females we had meet us up there to really probably do that and take it home. You know what I'm saying? But I learned that, you know, if you're going to get, you know, drink or do something, do it in the confines of your home. Or, like today is no excuse. I think mine happened in 06.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in today's time, like
you got
if you had
Uber,
a bar,
Lyft,
you just, or call you know what I'm saying? Like it's literally no excuse now. Like if you get caught with a DUI, you just like, you know
right. Yeah, man. At that time, everybody wasn't cell phoning back then.
Right, right. It's 06. So everything, I don't think, well, Facebook may be out, but a lot of the other stuff really wasn't out there. And so, you know, but it was crazy. It was an eye opener for me. Cause like for me, I'm thinking I was going to get a slap on the hand. So it was kind of like my first offense that I got caught with. Yeah. But like I said, the judge threw it at me because he put it out there. Like you could have endangered others or, you know, stuff like that. And so because of that, that's why I had to go back to jail and pay all this probation, license suspended and all this stuff because of this law that's kind of almost come up like now because drunk drivers, because that's literally, he tried to put this on me, just like it could have been somebody you could have hurt. It could have been somebody's child or something. It could have been in the car. You know what I'm saying? And so like that, which I didn't get at that time. I'm like, bro, but it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm looking at like, dog, it didn't happen.
No,
but
I'm saying if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Exactly. But, you know, hindsight, I get it. Because at that point in time, I was actually mad at the police officer for having me in the back of the car for 2 hours handcuffed. Mm-hmm. But now I think he was doing me a solid. Right. Because he didn't test me until after the 2 hours. Right. Because if he would have tested me
right then,
my level would have been like on 2 points something. You know what I'm saying? Would have gave me a higher charge. Yeah. And so, but I, you know, like I said, you learn as you know what I'm saying, as you get older and you look at hindsight. Because before, for years, I had like, what do you got? I mean, you've been handcuffed before, so it's like, you know how uncomfortable.
Yeah, like
you know how uncomfortable they are.
It ain't like on the movies where you have no maneuverability,
none at all.
Your hands are like this, but it's behind your back, and a lot of times they have them up like in the middle of your back.
Right.
And so like your arm start cramping, your wrist start cramping, your hand start getting numb. Like
for 2 hours, I was back in a small squad car like that. So, yeah. But like I said, I think he was definitely doing me a solid when I look at it, because when he tested me, I was just 0.2 above the Tennessee limit.
Right.
So if he would have tested me,
so what was it at that time? 0.0?
No, it was 0.008.
Okay.
It was 0.008. I think
so you was 0.10.
Yeah, I was 0.10. Okay. So, but if he would have tested me right when I was lit, like it might have been like 2 something. You know what I'm saying? And so now I know the higher it is, the higher charge and the bigger bail and stuff like that. But I didn't know that then. So it is.
Man, we made love to that, John. What's the next?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, we made love.
Literally made love to that. Quick one here. Elon Musk buys Twitter.
All right. What you got to do? What say you smashing or pass?
I'm smashing on this because he's, they trying to cancel people or censor people's language and stuff like that on there now. Like he's going to basically open it back up. And honestly, I think he's going to eventually help us with the algorithm, because the algorithm stuff we were talking about with jabs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't getting out there because the algorithm was all messed up, because you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't putting stuff out there now. Now you put Elon Musk back out there. Once he gets fully into Twitter, like later this year, early into next year, I think obviously Twitter is going to open back up. You can't, censor people or kick people off because of what they're saying. And I think the algorithm is going to go a whole different direction, because now stuff is going to be more available, you know what I'm saying, for content that we're going to be having. Because, sometimes we say stuff that's, not PC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's a good thing, bro. I'll smash it.
I'm not going to smash it or pass it. I'm going to lock the number in my phone, though.
Okay.
For later use, I'm gonna keep checking her out and see, how she's moving. Because I see your point.
I feel you.
But then to the other point, it could be, and I've heard it be said that like it's opening back up, because basically now, when you reveal yourself, because it is more open, and now you're targeting, you're exposing yourself, you're putting a target on your back. So now you open it up for them to investigate you, because it's like, oh, okay, so this is you see what I'm saying? That's why I said I just want to watch and see, because
sit back and
it could be that. It could be like what you said. I mean, I don't like it's just a lot of time these people with money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just watch motives. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what they say. But again, it is definitely something to talk about, and I'm not going to stop tweeting. Right, but like I said, I'm just going to watch and see what they talking about.
And what we got next? This last one here is maybe you're familiar with him, but he was actually part of Young Thug's crew, his Young Slime gang related thing. Lil Keed passed. He was a famous, popular rapper from Atlanta. He passed, I think, from kidney failure.
Oh, wow.
I believe. And so it's just kind of ironic how all that happened with the charges between Young Thug, Gunna, and then now one of his artists, crazy passed away. So that's literally probably the top 3 breadwinners on the record label are, kind of, paused now. So,
well, man, prayers to his family, man. We don't wish it on anybody, like even the most despicable people.
For sure, man.
You still have a family. Yeah. And I don't mind somebody being thrown up under the jail if they're guilty. Right. But I wouldn't wish death upon anybody, if for nothing else, because of the people who love you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta like you. You ain't gotta be my friend, but
you got a family.
If you got kids, you got a mama, you got sisters, brothers, your pops, like they got to deal with that. So I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, only for that reason.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I might not speak on your death if I don't mess with you, but I wouldn't wish it on you because of that. And so, man, prayers to his family, man. And also, man, prayers for the family of all the people who passed in the Buffalo tragedy.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm just so glad that the system works the way it is, that the shooter was able to make it out there with his life. And they were able to talk him down and take him to get something to eat before he went to jail. It's so good to see the system work. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you can commit a crime, but live to go to jail.
Man.
after you killed 10 people in cold blood. And even after it's been found out that he cased the joint 2 months ago. And he lived 200 miles away from the place. And was on Discord talking about the body armor that he had bought and all, like, prior to it. But it's a good thing he was able to walk away with his life. So hopefully he'll be able to do.
He must have been black.
No, of course not. So at least he'll be able to do all, 200 years that they give him, hopefully.
They're going to give him, 4 life sentences?
Right. Hopefully that body armor will protect him from Father Time.
Yeah, from the back. But, yeah, y'all. But until next time, continue with that executive mindset.
And most definitely keep it presidential.
Salute.
Arrivederci.